I'm getting ready for therapy and I'm thinking about what I'm going to talk about in therapy. And I wanted to talk to you about some things because I've kind of sort of already processed this and I'm putting makeup on to prevent me from crying. I do that sometimes. When I go to therapy, I purposely put makeup on because it encourages strength. Anyhows, tits friends. I was coming here to talk to you about something because a couple years ago and even just a couple months ago, there was a part of me that legitimately just felt broken. I want to preface this by saying you're not broken, okay? But there was a part of me that just felt broken because it was like no matter what I did, I would go around and I would collect friends like fucking Tamagotchis, okay? I wanted to have as many friends as humanly possible. I wanted to love on every single person the exact same way that I knew I needed people to love on me. And this was a pattern, right? And so what I would do is I would get all these friends and I would have so many friends surrounding me. And then I'd start to see things, right? I would start to see things that I really didn't agree with, didn't like. Patterns of behavior, their actions towards others, the way they spoke of other people in my presence, things like that. And then what would happen, right? I'd see that and be like, nay, Desiree, your energy vibrates a little bit higher. You can't be with that. So I leave. This happened a lot recently. And when I tell you, man, I was cutting motherfuckers off faster than the power company on a 3-month overdue bill. Okay? I don't care anymore. Because what we have uncovered in therapy is that sometimes those of us who have never felt the love from family and parents and the people who were responsible for protecting us, sometimes what we really like to do is we like to seek out the exact behaviors and patterns that hurt us to attract into our life. Sounds silly, right? Sounds silly. It is. If you ask me, it's way past goosey silly. I mean, it's just fucking silly. Not even goose attached to it. But that's the way your brain is wired, right? Because you see something that you crave, that you've always wanted, and your brain's like, we're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. And then when you start to see things that you don't like, that's usually your intuition saying, hey, this looks familiar. Do you remember that one time we did that and it didn't work out for us? Red flag, right? But because we are so desperate for that basic relationship that we didn't have, right? We're going to keep putting ourselves in the line of fire. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. So what you got to do, and this is something I've been processing and working on in therapy, and we are definitely getting better. When I look at all the patterns and the traits and the behaviors of these friends that I collected like Tamagotchis and then cut off like an overdue power bill, every single one of those people behaves identically to my biological mother. Guess what? It all goes back to a mother wound. So, subconsciously, I have been chasing her. Not her exactly, but I have been chasing the patterns that I recognized, that I thought were quality for me. And guess what kept happening? Every time I chased that, I ended up brokenhearted. I ended up sitting in a room thinking, there's got to be something wrong with me. No one chooses to end this many friendships. Like, it's me. It's got to be me. I'm broken. I'm not fucking broken, okay? I'm breaking a pattern of behavior. I want you to look at the friends you've walked away from. If you're somebody like me, complex PTSD, fight or flight, fawn or freeze, you've been living there for so long and you're taking your power back. I want you to look at all the friends that you've lost, that you have chosen to walk away from. I want you to look at their characteristics. Write them down on a piece of paper. This is legitimately exactly what me and my therapist did. She wrote down a list And then I want you to look at that list and think of who it was that hurt you all the way in here. Probably when you were about this tall. Because I can almost pinky swear promise you that list is going to describe exactly who hurt you. Do the work. It works. Okay, love you. Bye.